Hello fellow Zooba kings and queens, welcome to Court Royal, and in today's video your entertainer Zooba King will be reviewing the new character, Tony. Yo, what's happening guys? Zooba King here, and in today's video I'll be talking about the new character, Tony the Hippo. Now, I do not have beta access, so there will be no gameplay of Tony. I'm sorry, however, my channel is taking off thanks to you guys. I'm sitting at 160 subscribers, that's awesome. And I really hope to get into the Zooba Partnership Program soon. However, I have been reviewing videos by Targo Gaming, Zooba Stars, Eong Gaming, You Must Play, etc. Shout out to those guys, by the way, for their fast Tony videos, it's awesome. And based on what I've seen, I think Tony will add definitely some new concepts and gameplay to the zoo. Will I main his character? Definitely not. Will he be my favorite character? No, nothing can replace Larry yet. And do I suggest spending 3,000 gems to buy his early access? Not really, unless you just have gems laying around. Now let me explain why. See, my first impressions were positive. If you watched my What Makes the Perfect Character video, you should notice right away why my first impressions were positive. If you haven't seen it, I put the link in the description of this video. The reason I had a positive view for Tony is because of his spear. As you know, the thrust spear is, in my opinion, the best spear. It can be used to escape, to initiate attacks, and it's incredibly accurate and fast. I also like the fact that he has a double-shot shotgun. However, I do like his bow, it's just a little fast. I have some suggestions. I would just turn down the velocity. So the reason I like Tony, and I just don't absolutely hate him, is because he is a hybrid character. He's definitely more on the tank end of the spectrum, but he is a hybrid. Meaning you can play him and have fun without too much of a coin investment, but you can always improve him with more coins. I also like that he has quite a lot of speed and can maneuver around the map quickly. Those are kind of the pros of Tony. Now for the cons. The thing I dislike most about Tony, and it stands out very, very clearly, I feel like, is Gigi. Now, his little bird, Gigi, pretty cool, and it's interesting, and it will most likely bring Wildlife Studios a ton, I mean a crap ton of money, from people who are a fan of Suspects and now want to play Gigi in their Zooba matches. This crossover should gain Zooba a lot of revenue, props to them. However, the fact that Gigi cannot be used as a shield from damage like Louie's rats, and it cannot pick up items like Molly's Joey, means it's basically just the damage from the two with no other good abilities. Now, Gigi does increase his sight and he gains you passive health. However, I just don't think she's significant enough to make Tony a reliable high-tier Grandmaster fighter. Another con is his primal instinct. Having the trail going behind Gigi is interesting, and the art is actually really cool, I like it. However, I feel like the area of effect is just too small and unpredictable. Does this mean it's bad? No, I just think it may not be 100% reliable. When I get Tony from a crate or event or something, I'll probably be equipping jungle shoes, snorkel, bandage, and adrenaline shot. Now, snorkel, what the heck, man? I've never used snorkel on a character ever. However, I've got a reason for this. The reason being, I had a thought. What if you sent Gigi to attack someone, then immediately went underwater? Since Gigi's immortal, and technically you can't be hurt, could this end up being a lot of unavoidable damage to your opponent? Let me know what you think about this idea and strategy in the comments. Now, the reason I would choose Bandage in this situation over Vampire Fangs is because Fangs gains you health in proportion to the damage you're dealing. And since Tony is the lowest damaging character in the game now, I think Bandage would be better since he has a decent amount of health. I'm putting Jungle Shoes on for speed, obviously, because he isn't the fastest character, and, you can always have more speed. Larry is a perfect example of this. And then I put Adrenaline Shot on because I suck at using medkits. I'm sure there's a better item you could put in place. I just am bad at using medkits myself, so I put Adrenaline Shot on pretty much everything. Now that I've discussed Tony's pros, cons, and items, I want to explain why I think he isn't reliable. So, a theory of mine is that when Zooba was created, people were eager to rack up kills and be very aggressive, because that's how things usually start. However, I feel like since the Grandmaster rewards were put in and events were put in, people have been forced to think on a run and hide mindset. Meaning the current meta, and if you don't know what meta means, it's just kind of how everyone plays. Like currently the meta for Betsy is to put helium canister on the walls. And the meta is to play Betsy. So the current meta right now is to run and hide. So characters that are going to thrive are the characters that can get away easily. This is why I am upset that Wildlife Studio keeps introducing tanks into the game, since in a run and hide meta, tanks simply have no place. Now, I do have a feeling that once the Events RAM revamp update is put into effect, we may see a change in the meta. And I see it, and maybe, hopefully, it shifts from run and hide to being more aggressive again, in which that habitat tanks will be thriving. So don't totally ignore your tanks. However, don't waste all your coins upgrading to level 17 either, because the current meta shreds through tanks, laughs at them. So honestly, in conclusion, my first impressions of Tony are positive. I dislike his active and passive, but I love his weapon setup. In the current meta, I don't see him being a viable choice for trophy pushing or event grinding. But as for having fun with friends, Tony would be more than suitable. If I get Tony, I'll be sure to let you guys know, or honestly, I'll probably just have a video of me opening some crates and getting Tony. That's all I really have for today, guys. As always, have an amazing day, and until next time, I will see you in the zoo.